Hello, this is Sterling here bringing you another Halo breakdown. Today is going to be our first installment in our new series, which is going to be the Push series, where we're going to be covering team strategies on how they break opponents' setups. So today we're going to be covering some Optic versus Splyce gameplay from the 2K tournament, and we're going to be covering Splyce's 4-man push from bunker to barrels, and we're also going to be covering the concepts behind pushes and also how Optic could have set up better to fend off Splyce's push, and lastly, also cover how Optic could have secured the sniper over here that's coming up in this scenario. So let's start off with the concepts behind pushing. So we have three categories. So the first one is the 2 and 2. So the 2 and 2 is where you're pushing in pairs, and that's why it's called the 2 and 2. So that's pretty self-explanatory. The second one is we have the 1-3 or 3-1. You can call it either way, where we have three players flooding a side of the map together and one player that's going to be isolated. And when it comes to those three players pushing together, sometimes they have one of those three players being a long distance pair with the ISO player. Also, the final category is the 4-man push, which is what Splyce is going to be doing here and what we're going to be seeing in this video. So let's get to it. We're going to go on Stellar here. He's going to be the backman here. He's going to be isolated, and he's going to be the left extremity player for his team, while the rest of his team goes to tower. They're going to have Shotzi jump over to the plank outside of the map and get ready to push barrels and see if he can pick anybody off. Then we're going to have Renegade chilling on tower, getting ready to push to the pipes / barrels area at the right time. And then Eco's also going to chill on tower and wait until the right time to push to that snipe door. Stellar right here catches two players off guard on Optic's team, which is Snakebite and TJ / Lethal. And at this point, Shotzi's going to do a good job of getting the angle and picking one off. And once they have that pick, they know they have the numbers advantage, and now they're going to push without hesitation. So we're going to see Stellar take a low route because they're going to utilize a high-low concept here between Stellar and Eco. So Stellar's going to go low to pit door. We're going to see Eco go up high to snipe door to connector. So that's two middle routes right there. And we're going to have two players pushing the extremity on the barrel side, which will be Renegade and Shotzi. So they're going to be able to take out these two players on the back rail out of this trio here that was set up in this area on Optic's end, including the scattershot player. And at this point, all of Optic are dead, and we only have Frosty alive, and Splyce is all alive. So that was a pretty successful push, and now they should be able to take out Frosty here as he gets his sniper, especially due to his route, but we'll cover that in a few moments here. Also, I want to just talk about quickly how that 4-man push is a great psychological play, especially in regards to when you're the isolated player, which is Frosty here. Because when you're Frosty and you're in this nest position and your team is doing like a more 3-man heavy setup on an area, you're probably thinking, and especially when you're a high-level player, you're thinking about what kind of pushes can Splyce do to me. So are they going to do a 4-man push? If so, are they going to push barrels or are they going to push nests? If they push nests, I don't want to get 4v1 and taken out quickly, and then it's going to be a 4v3 for the rest of my team. Or it could be a 3-1. Are they going to send three players over here to nest and I'm going to get 3v1 and get picked off? Or are they going to send three players barrel, and then where's that isolated player? Is that isolated player going to 1v1 me or just hold me off? Or if they do a 2 and 2, I don't want to get 2v1 and get picked off easily. Now it's going to be a 4v3. So that's probably what's going on in Frosty's mind, and he was probably thinking, oh, where's the isolated player? But by the time Optic figured out it was a 4-man push, they were all dead except Frosty. So now we're going to go over to Frosty's point of view here. As he jumps up, he grabs his sniper. He smartly starts wasting ammo. He tries to go for some no-scopes here, see if he can make a crazy play, and then he ends up just playing the sniper. So I want to go back, since we covered Splyce's push, and we talked about the concepts of the 4-man push, 1-3 / 3-1, and the 2-2s. Now we're going to be going over how Optic could have set up better to fend off Splyce's 4-man push. So the main problem when it came to Optic setup was lack of spacing, for one, And the second part was, well, I guess there was 3 total points. 2, not being in really good meta positions, and then 3, is not being aware of this predictable concept that Splyce is creating, where okay, if this player on the snipe door tunnels the engine player too much, then you're gonna get picked off from the guy pipes or barrels or plank. Like that's an obvious thing since the beginning of this game. So Optic should know that, especially being high level players. But maybe they were thinking, oh, they're gonna be doing a heavy nest push because snipers coming up or something. But most of the time, teams are gonna be pushing heavy on the barrels. Excuse me. So what Optic could have done here was utilize better meta positions. So they could have had one back rail where like roll 2 is utilizing here and here, and then have another player here in connector, and then maybe have the last player right here on the railing so you can watch snipe door and also help with the yellow push. Those are 3 meta spots right there, and another meta spot is being on the carbine, so you can like get angles over here, be right here and watch yellow, and also be here to watch the pit door flank, or if they're doing a sewers to basement flank as well. So those are some. I just named 4 spots right there. They can utilize those spots in any combination with these 3 players right here. And having a guy carbine, that's a little bit more of a 2-2 formation, because this player can be a long distance pair with this nest player, so he can help him out. Also, a more aggressive 2-2 would be this carbine player, instead of being here, maybe rotate over here to this catwalk / Whitehall area, so this way he can collect information to see if, oh, are they pushing snipe door, are they pushing tower the barrels, let your team know how many you see pushing in that direction. And then you can be able to work with your nest player right here, and this nest player, he can set up like right here, or be no presence like Frosty is in this bottom nest, or you can be right here or right here. So those are a few suggestions for the nest player, and then you guys can work together. Like maybe work together to take out a Whitehall player, or if they have a guy head glitch, maybe work together to take him out. So that's another setup suggestion that they could have utilized right there. But as we see, they utilized bad spacing, got picked off by this 90-degree angular halo play, and now Splyce is going on their push. So I want to go over the last topic, which is Optic securing sniper, because I fully believe that they could have secured this sniper even though they all died if they took a better route. So let's go to Frosty real quick, because once the sniper comes up, the main problem was his positioning and his route. Like he went here, he went all the way down, then he jumped up and he went here. If he was setting up for here, for example, or if he just like went from here and jumped up, he would be able to grab the sniper and run and thrust towards this direction, towards his teammates who are going to be spawning over here on the engine 1. But instead, he's taking this route, so instead of gaining momentum the other way, he's going this way, and now he's getting shot and he's forced to stay here. And he already used his thrust, so he can't sprint, thrust, and go towards his teammates. So again, if he was here or jumped up from nest 1 to nest 2 and ran this way, he would be able to secure the sniper and not have to play it. And even if you go here and you feel like a lot of pressure is coming and you have to play it, you can always play it on sewers, or you can run all the way to bunker, get inside, and then end up playing over here on the tower street. So that's it for this video. We covered Splyce's 4-man push from barrels to carbine. We talked about the push concepts of 2-2, 3-1/1-3s, and the 4-man push. We covered how Optic could have positioned themselves better in their setup in order to fend off Splyce's push, and we covered how Optic could have secured that sniper instead of having to play it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video, subscribe. More content is going to be coming on the way. We're going to be more consistent. Peace and love, guys. And again, why limit yourself when you have the ability to transcend?